everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started, and we are underway from the Superdome. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. Now Breeze. Left side and caught by Flainer. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. To throw on second down. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Flainer, and no one could be happier than Drew Brees.
They had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Flainer. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
On second down, here's Breeze. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Cooks was a recipient of one of Breeze's touchdown passes against Denver. 98 yards he finished with. Only 3 catches, though.
He knows how to do damage with not many touches. I mean, Brandon Cooks is, from the time I met him at Oregon State, he's been a pro in waiting and the way he goes about his business. But he also got some nice help from his sidekick, Willie Snead, on the other side. He had 2 touchdown grabs as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Breeze will try again on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 44 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Look is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And he's brought down. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Well, against the 49ers, a couple of Cardinals had their first 100-yard games on the season. Larry Fitzgerald did it, and Michael Floyd, who just had the catch, he did it as well.
And head coach of the Cardinals, Bruce Arians, has got to be thinking it's about time, because that's what he envisioned when he took Larry Fitzgerald and said, I'm going to move you from outside receiver into the slot and move Michael Floyd into your position. Because the two of you together, that could be a heck of a lineup right there.
Now Palmer on first down, rolling to his left. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Get ready.
On 2nd down, Palmer completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. He's had it ever since he entered campus there, and still has it today.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his... A great read, and it's picked off. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a play fake here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Left side and caught by Flainer. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Palmer. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Regular. Get ready.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
95. Mirror. Regular.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Throwing again here, Palmer. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sterling Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw it? And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they want to keep that going now because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it.
Screenplay, Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Palmer. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, the spin. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kobe Flainer, the tight end, his intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now the 8-year man out of SMU, Thomas Morstead, on to kick it away. Here's Ellington.
Return team. Automatic first down.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Palmer to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And that'll be good for an Arizona first down. Now Palmer on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Palmer. He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Now Palmer on third and long. He's going to go up top again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's Murphy. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't know about you, but for me, it's always nice to see a little bit of redemption for a player. And Mark Ingram had a little bit of a fumbling issue earlier this year, got benched in a game against Seattle, and he's bounced back big since then.
He had just 50 yards, but on 11 carries, so good yards per carry in Week 10. But Week 9, we talked about it last week, he was explosive, 158 and a touchdown.
Message received.
Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And trotting back out there now, this Saints defense. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt, that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
Well, they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Here we go. Wide.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Let's go. Blue 95. Blue, regular.
Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll give the Cardinals a 1st down. Palmer will throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Palmer, caught by Nelson left side. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at the... It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd down, Palmer. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on 4th down, Palmer off. Catanzaro on for the field goal try. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. The 40, the 30, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a safe touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked up by the safety, Jarris Byrd.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now. 4 turnovers for the game, you really have no chance to win the football game.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Okay, that incompletion gives me a chance to get your thoughts on Cleveland. Is there a win on that schedule for the Browns?
I think that there is, because I just don't see this team as an 0-16 team. There is talent there. Obviously, Joe Thomas at left tackle and Joe Hayden at corner. I mean, they've got some players on the squad. But the bottom line is, when you have this bad momentum going, how do you reverse it? You know the game I'm identifying? San Diego coming to Cleveland Christmas Eve. Long trip. Warm weather team going into the cold of Cleveland, that could be the one.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now Breeze. He's going to take another shot here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. There's a reason that quarterbacks hate to see Patrick Peterson on the other end, isn't there?
That's because they feel like they should be throwing the football or handing it to him. He looks like an offensive player, but he plays the corner as well as anyone in the league.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Palmer. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. Never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
All right, partner, I want to check in on a talking point we had week 1. Dark horse playoff contenders. You threw out Oakland and Jacksonville. Oakland's still looking good.
But they're living up to it, tied for first in the AFC West. How about Jacksonville? Really struggling right now at 2-7. I don't know what they're going to do to bump things up. But how about the NFC West? The Rams said they weren't going to be 7-9 this year. They're 4-5, but they need to make their push starting right now. And no one talked about Detroit in the preseason. Matthew Stafford and the Lions are 5-4 and ahead in the NFC North.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So you heard the word. This is a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defender wanted to try and get back after he had jumped, unable to do so.
Third down, still 14 yards left. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing just outside his own goal line.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Murphy now to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it. Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Oh, this is blocked. The Saints have got it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Breeze to throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 64 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read.